Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my live stream from down here we're starting this evening in Son Baulo. Now, I'm really hoping the reception is okay on this one. You have to let me know. I'll just do a quick pan round here so you can see whereabouts I am this evening. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to my channel, Mallorca Under the Sun, and I'm down here in a very, very, very warm Can Picafort this evening, and we're going to do something different tonight rather than just staying in Can Picafort. I'm starting just down here in Son Baulo. Now, the reception in this little area of the resort isn't fantastic, I have to say. This is why I'm not on the beach. We're going to go and have a quick look at it, and then we're going to turn back and head on in the direction of Can Picafort, heading towards Playa de Muro as well. So let me switch the camera around. Now, I really hope the reception doesn't go off here. If it does, everyone please come back and join me. Now, anyone who's not familiar with Can Picafort, it's a lovely resort here. It's just south of Alcudia. It joins on to the end of Playa de Muro. And then if you keep continuing along the coast, you get to this little tiny beach resort here of Son Baulo, and you can see the beach right in front of me. You've got the lovely Hotel Son Baulo right in front of me here, and also the Ferrer Concord Hotel, which I'll just take a quick peek at if anyone is staying here. Let me just bring this round. You also have a wide selection of beach bars down here. Now, let me know if you're in the chat this evening on the live stream. I'm just going to check on in there. Suzanne, good evening. Jamie, hello. Jeff, good evening. Hello, David. Chris, hello. Amanda, admin from the Facebook group, good evening. Thank you very much for joining and helping me out here. Ross, hello. Paul from Brighton, hello. Hampton Farm Shop blog, good afternoon. And Dwayne, hello. And Jim, and Delaney, oh my goodness, and Bernie as well. And Robert from Cardiff, my goodness, there's lots of you here. I can't reel all your names off, I'm sorry, I do apologise. Amber, I can see a message here saying you're just back from the Hotel Son Baulo. Can you let everyone know in the chat what you thought of that? Was it a nice place to stay? I'm not very familiar with the hotels down this end of Can Picafort, actually. So do let everyone know what you thought of this. Henrik, good afternoon. David, hello. Julie, good, hello too. Stephen, I'm so glad you can join us. We're not in Palma Nova this evening, so I'm glad you came anyway. Very much appreciated. David Carberry, my goodness, bless you. Thank you so much for your super chat so soon into this live stream. I really appreciate it. And you're back on the island next weekend. Well, the good news is for anyone coming over, it looks like that dodgy weather that we have had recently has now come to an end. So all I can see on the weather forecast in front of me is going to be bright sunshine and very high temperatures. Maybe we may get a little thunderstorm bubbling up somewhere in the distance, but I don't think we're going to have anything that's going to impact your holiday in any way whatsoever. Now, I have to also apologise for walking into the sun a little bit this evening, just because I've got the wind behind me, and if I walked into the other direction, then you guys wouldn't be able to hear a word I'm saying, which probably isn't such a bad thing actually. But just for the purpose of this live stream, I'll try and keep the camera more or less pointed out to the coast. I'll have a look inland as well, but just to give you an idea here, and I'm going to just turn the camera around so you can see where we've come from here. You can see the beach down here in Son Baulo. It's a gorgeous little cove. It does get very, very breezy. If you keep heading down as well, you're in the municipality of Santa Margalida, heading towards Son Severa as well, which is quite an out of the way destination. You get lots of locals going in that direction. You get lots of surf down there too. Caroline, good evening. Anders, hello. Nice to see you. I can see, I'm just looking up through the chat here. Miroslavi, you said you're behind me. That's hilarious. Come and say hello. If you want to be on the live stream, come and say hello. Des, it's 33 degrees in Northamptonshire. Oh my goodness me, you're joking. It's about the same here actually, in all fairness, and this evening actually the wind is really welcome. So if you are coming to this side of the island, many of the other resorts have felt very, very stiflingly hot with these high temperatures, but always up at Can Picafort you get this really lovely breeze that blows through. In the winter it can feel very, very cold up here, but in the summer when you start topping 30 degrees, that wind is very much appreciated. The only thing is, though, guys, is that you will burn out here. Don't be fooled by the apparently cooler temperatures of this resort. The sun is extremely hot and you will fry like a crisp if you do not apply any sun cream while you're over here. So just bear that in mind if you're coming out. But one thing I absolutely love about this part of town is this walkway here, and it's so flat and accessible too. And also if you're in a wheelchair, you can see it's a bit blocky and bumpy here, but just to my right hand side here, down this side of the path, it's really actually quite nice and smooth. So you've got a really good run here all the way down through Can Picafort, all the way down towards Son Baulo, and they've got ramps and everything down here as well, so it does look pretty good. Anders, you're hoping to make Mallorca your home soon. You'll buy me a beer, bless you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we need more subscribers to move out here. I hope I've been tempting you all over. That sounds like a good idea. So you guys have all been having rather nice weather over in the UK and in Northern Europe. Well, you don't have this beautiful coastline here, so make sure you come over here for a holiday. You're going to absolutely love it. Now, I'm just coming up to our first little cluster of restaurants, which I'm going to have to turn around to show you. Otherwise, you'll not be able to see a thing with the sun right in front of me and the wind's blowing behind me. Caroline, you've said that you have been to the Hotel Son Baulo and you've said it's super nice as well and you're actually returning. That's brilliant to know. Paul, you're coming up to Alcudia soon. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Good evening. How are you, my friend? Lovely to have you here on the live stream. Thank you very much for your super chat. Now, I'm just going to turn the camera around here. You can see I'm following the coast all the way along. You can see my shadow just there. Look. But if I turn around here, look, you can see there's a nice little cluster of restaurants. We can sit out and have a few drinks, a few cocktails, enjoy the evening view. There's also a very, very small kids' playground as well here. And let us not forget all the statues that they have along here. You can see in the distance here the first of them actually. Well, they did have a few over down in Son Baulo beach as well, but these have been sculpted by Joan Benissar. He's a Mallorquin sculpturist. So they've got a nice little bit of art history in these parts too, as well as some really lovely paintings as well. As you go through the resort, you can give yourself your own art tour. I might actually make a video on that at some point as well and show you all where to find all the artworks around here. Joan Aguillo as well as another famous artist who does a lot of the buildings too. But you can see lots of the locals are out this evening. David, you're over in Cala Milor this Saturday. Brilliant. I'll tell you what, everyone, we've really hit summer with a bit of a bang at the moment. It kind of appeared very, very quickly. Even last weekend when I was down in Palma Nova, that the weather was it was kind of a bit hazy and a little bit stormy too. There was something bubbling up out in the Mediterranean that made the sea quite choppy as well. So, but now we've got these endless blue skies. I'm trying to get the best picture for you without actually blasting your eyes with the sun. But you've got these endless blue skies here, and it's very, very warm. The temperatures have topped 30 degrees, but it is absolutely perfect actually. So this is a great time to come out. Yes, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Right, so if you want to come up to Can Picafort, if you're staying over in Alcudia or Playa de Muro, just jump on the 324 bus. That'll bring you all the way up here onto the end of the line, and I'd say it's definitely worth spending either an early morning or a late afternoon, or just come down for the evening and just take a wander through Can Picafort and down towards Son Baulo, or just come up to the beach in Son Baulo for the day as well. It'll cost you something crazy like €1.80 on the bus, so it's a really affordable day out as well. And of course, don't forget you've got the market here on the Friday as well, which takes place between about between 8:30 to about 1:30 as well. Yeah, and also nudge, nudge, wink, wink as well. The buses you'll see a lot of residents on the buses this summer, and that's because we all have free bus passes for this year, which is absolutely brilliant. So we've been out and about exploring the island, and if anyone actually wants to get a really good idea of where they can go by bus, admittedly you'll have to pay for the bus tickets, but it is very, very cheap. Hop onto the Facebook group, which is, you can find it over on the Mallorca Under the Sun on the Facebook. Check out any post that's been made by admin Anne, and she's really used her bus pass this year. She's been to so many cool towns and villages around the island that if you're wondering where to go, well, I think she'll give you some really good inspiration. Now look, you can see that we've got more statues up in these parks here. I think we're still kind of in Son Baulo, edging our way towards the outer fringes of Can Picafort. It's very, very picturesque here though. I mean, even the seats here, look, they're kind of sculpted. Oh, Janine, that's a really, really super kind comment. Thank you very much. Oh, hold on, no, it's not Janine. Hang on a second, I've got a message here. Kevlar, tell Janine I love her very much. You can tell her yourself. And thank you very much for watching my videos as well. That's very much appreciated, thank you. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have a channel, so thank you. Thank you very much for watching. I just found a really nice, cool shaded spot with nice views here where I can see some people are out for some evening drinks. I'll turn around in just a second. Let's have a look around. John, good evening. You're late to the live stream. Don't worry, I'll let you off. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Look at this lovely little bar here. It's underneath. It's underneath. Hola, good evening. Bonjour. I think they're French. Louise, good evening. And also another Facebook admin from Southwest Sundays, the YouTube channel Southwest Sundays. Good evening, Louise. Thanks very much for tuning in. Everyone, make sure you check out Louise's video that she's put out today as well after this live stream, filmed in the southwest of England. Keith Grand, are you on the chat? Good evening, Keith. Alan from the YouTube channel Homemade Vlogs, Alan's Homemade Vlogs. Hello. Nice to see you. Derek from Ireland as well as in this evening. Caroline, yeah, the free bus pass that we've got, it's been election year this year, so who knows if that was an election sweetener, probably, but we do have free bus travel for this year, also because there's just so many roadworks as well around Palma, and it's pretty hard for people to get to work, so the government very kindly gifted us all with free TIB bus passes, and also the free City EMT Palma bus passes as well. So it's been great for getting to the airport or just popping around on the bus actually. So saves taking the bus into the centre of Palma. And I do recommend getting the bus as well. If you're just on the fringes of Palma, maybe just get bus in rather than battling with the parking if you've got a hire car. Alan, did I say that word? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Stephen, I'm going to be giving you a mosquito update actually. When I've I've actually got a wider update about that. I won't bore you all with that now during this live stream, but I'm going to make a quick video after this with a bit of information for everyone. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I don't just do live streams, I also do video guides, travel tips, news as well from Mallorca, including mosquito updates, anything that will help you with your holiday as well. So if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Right, I'm going to turn the camera right into the sun just so you can see how absolutely lovely it is, but also I'm guessing you probably can't see very much. I do apologise, everyone. We are coming up past some of these lovely statues as well that are continually dotted down here in Can Picafort. Now this, you're going to see these all the way along the coast. These are old World War II bunkers, little lookout points, and you see them all the way down the coast here and along the bottom of the coast as well. Yeah, I'm not walking in the most ideal direction for this live stream. I do apologise. It's got very sheltered and hot now just because we're out of the wind. But the minute I turn around, I can actually feel the breeze blowing on my back. So I think it will kill the mic. I'm just coming up to the area actually where the market more or less starts. And I do have a video coming out at some point if I get a chance to edit it, showing you what Can Picafort market is like. It's absolutely enormous up here, and the one reason I absolutely love it as well is that it's very, very open. You've got this lovely walkway, you're by the sea as well, so sometimes Alcudia market can feel a teeny weeny little bit, I wouldn't say claustrophobic, but just very busy. But over here it does have a very different vibe, and it's absolutely huge as well. Des, thank you for letting me know. I'm so glad that the picture's looking okay. You might come back into the chat box and let me know differently soon when we come right into Can Picafort. Hopefully not. I just want to say a big thank you as well. I know I said it last week, but I can't thank Anne, Amanda and Louise as well enough for their help this week on the Facebook group. It's been a very, very busy week on the Facebook group this week, and I've been very, very busy editing videos, which I will tell you why I've been trying to edit some extra videos in just a minute. But first of all, Tommy, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Tommy, really appreciate it. Anyone who's wondering what the super chats are, by the way, it's just because I have been asked in the past, it's a way for my viewers to just basically say thanks for the content that I put out, and I don't make a tremendous amount of money from it, I have to say, but it does go into my petrol tank, which allows me to get out and about across the island and do some live streams from the East Coast as well. So thank you very much, Tommy, for that super chat. I think you can actually access those in the live chat box. There's an option where you can actually add a super chat and then just pay for it on your card or something like that. Anyway, the fact you're all watching is enough for me, so thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it so much. Now, check this out, look. We're coming up to the first of a nice range of restaurants here. It's right behind the marina. Outside the Blue Marine restaurant, they've got a nice selection of tapas I can see. Each tapas dish I can see is under 10 euros. It's around 7 or 8 euros, which looks pretty good. Coming up past Dom Dennis too. Don Dennis, not Dom, Don Dennis. He's got a cracking cocktail menu over here. I can see also sangria being drunk too. And look in front of me, I can see the little tourist train too, which takes you around Can Picafort. So this resort is pretty spread out, as you've probably guessed actually by the fact that I started over in Son Baulo. So if you do want to easily get around the resort, during the summer months there is this little tourist train here. And you can see the various pickup points. They do run every few hundred metres. The tickets are in the region of, I can see on the board there, €4.50 for adults and €3.50 for kids. So that's a really great way of getting around the resort. You don't need the big TIB bus for that. So it's great if you've got kids as well. Fantastic way of getting around. But like I said, that only does run during the tourist season and during the summer months. Come outside, I think it must be the Club de Mar. It's the Club Nautico down here. Look, they do have a very, very nice restaurant. Let's have a quick look. Let me know if what the signal's like. I'm always a little bit wary of boats around here and mobile phone signals. It can kill it off a little bit. But in the Club Nautico to my right, it's basically the sailing club down here. So they'll have a little sailing school for kids. They'll be doing a summer school for kids and a sailing school for adults as well. And if you are coming down here too on holiday, well, you're going to find plenty of boat trips leaving from this side of Can Picafort too. I do have some for sale on my website. Head on to the experiences page on the website as well and click on the Get Your Guides banner. You'll find literally hundreds of tours and excursions. But look, let me just hold this up. You'll be able to see the harbour. It's very pretty this evening. You can see, look, even down here, if you want to book something last minute while you're in the resort, there are plenty of excursions that you can book down here too. Jim, thank you very much for letting me know about the signal. Louise, thanks for letting me know about the signal. And Faith, oh, good evening, Faith. How are you this evening? So look, we're just coming on towards Can Picafort here, and look, if you don't find space on that huge enormous, I think it's a 16-kilometre beach or 14-kilometre beach, did you know there's a little beach just round here in the port? It's quite a good find actually. Obviously you're going to find tourists and everyone on holiday flocking to the main beaches, but sometimes if you just walk a few metres left or right or up and down the coast, you're going to find these little quiet beaches and bays. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Thank you for reminding me to say, everyone, please, who is on this live stream, and I can see 165 of you, please can you hit that like button. For some reason it helps roll this live stream out to others that may be interested in holidaying over here in Can Picafort. I might have to stop for a drink, guys. I'm absolutely boiling. Oh my goodness. This isn't as easy as it looks. I'll tell you that for nothing. Trying to read the screen with the sun in your face. I'm just so glad I'm in the shade now for a bit. Anyway, we are coming into Can Picafort, into the resort of Can Picafort. You've got some lovely huge statues here as well. And what is really fantastic is that you can tell summer has finally arrived because we do have the kids' trampoline parks and like adventure activities and stuff. So if you've got children, it's all just kind of starting up now actually. So if you're down here for the evening, make sure you bring the kids down here. He's running straight over, that little boy there. But this is how, look, there's a merry-go-round as well. This is how you know that summer has finally arrived here, when you actually start seeing the evening little fairgrounds and kids' activities too.
You're live, aren't you?
I am. Good evening.
It's your videos that made us come here.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, do you want to say hello?
Yes.
Good evening. Hello, what's your name?
I'm Nielsen from Sunderland in England.
You're from Sunderland in England. Oh bless you. So I'm like melting and dying here. I have to apologise. So what do you like about Can Picafort? Let me just
It's beautiful scenery. It's really warm. The sea's lovely. The people's lovely. I've really enjoyed myself here.
Oh
And
fantastic.
it was your videos that I watched to review the place before I came.
Oh God, that's a Mallorca tourist board. Are you listening? I don't think they are. No, but oh, bless you. That's really, really good to know. That's the aim of the channel, is to get people to come out here. So thank you very much.
Yes, very good.
Oh, bless you. Enjoy the rest of your holiday.
I will, thank you.
Out here. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. Nice to see you. Bye-bye. There you go. You've heard it. You've heard it here first. Nielsen from up in Sunderland is over here on holiday and he loves it. Now look, check this out. Okay, it's not market day here. It is a Sunday evening. We've got a little bit of a market out here, which is quite nice. Just give you a better look at that children's park as well. Oh, this is lovely actually. I love going out for dinner on holiday and then going out for a walk and grabbing an ice cream and just having a little look around the market stalls as well. And you've got it all over here in Can Picafort. You can pick up some hats. Look, you've got some jewellery here too. You can also get your painting, your sketch done as well. Look, so they've got a pretty decent market, I would say. This little evening market, which I'm guessing they're going to have pretty much every evening or most evenings or even at the weekends, I'm guessing it's going to be here most days. It's actually bigger than the Daya market on the north of the island. Little mountain hilltop town of Daya, which is absolutely tiny. It has about 5 stalls in its market. This market is actually bigger. And I thought I'd just come around here for the iconic view of Can Picafort's coastline and just pick my way over the rocks here. This could end badly. Now, I'm not sure how that picture is looking. Lee Otto, thank you so much for your super chat. Lee, thank you so much. Very much appreciated, Lee. Now check this out for absolute beauty up here in the northeast of the island. It's absolutely gorgeous this evening. Tim, good evening from rainy Whitley Bay, or just north of Sunderland. Right, let's keep on heading into the resort. Let me get back onto the main front here. But yeah, look, just from this angle, maybe you can see it a little bit better actually. We're out of the sunshine. This whole area, we've got this little market right in the centre. And look as well, look, if you're still hungry after dinner, they've got like a little sugared almond and peanut stall there, which I have to say are absolutely delicious. Look, you can see where we are, folks, over here in Can Picafort. I'm at the very start of the beach. Now, if you are new to my live streams and you're new to my videos, I will mention this again. If you don't know anything about Can Picafort, if you keep walking on this beach here, if you just stay walking on this beach here, right away in the distance, about 14 to 16 kilometres away, you're going to get to Alcudia Port. You'll go through Playa de Muro Resort, you'll head down through Alcudia Beach Resort, and you'll get down towards Alcudia Port. So that must be one of the most lovely walks that you can do during the hot summer months. You'll have the sea to your right hand side. Got lots of little chiringuitos and bars and restaurants to stop off and have a drink. And you can get the bus back as well soon after. So those buses, I think they go every 10 to 15 minutes as well. So that's also really good to know. I think the sun is going to leave us very, very soon. I'm not complaining. But my goodness, it's busy out here this evening. Louise, if you come over here, I will do that walk with you from Southwest Sundays. I'd love to do that walk actually. I just never seem to have the time for it. But if you're over, I think we should do that walk and just basically ice creams all the way down. Louise, you've said that you said your mum watches me. Bless. Big hello to your mum. Look, I can still see quite a few people are in the sea this evening and are on the beach as well. going to quickly pan the camera around so you can have a better look. It's quite... Jim, I'm definitely going to grab. I'm going to grab a massive ice cream after this. Actually, there's a great ice cream shop down here. I'll point it out to you. It's on my hit list on the way back. After this live stream as well, I'm actually going to go to another resort down here to go and film an evening video as well. So I'm going to make the most of my trip this evening. So make sure you look out for that. Later on, I'm not quite sure when I'll edit it, either this week or next week. In fact, and I'll go back to what I was saying earlier on in the live stream, I've been kind of crazy editing at the moment because we are going on holiday on later on this week. Not for long, we're not going away for long, so I've got some videos going out which will be of interest to you. I've got a few videos that I haven't put out, such as my Calabona hotel entertainment video, which was quite fun to edit as well. So I do have some good content for you while we're going to be away. I'm not going to tell you where we're going to go because I want you to guess. Let me know in comments below where you think we might be going on holiday. We are in Europe's #1 holiday destination, but where could we possibly be going to have a break? Because as you can see, we've pretty much got it all here, and it is hard actually to find a holiday to go on when you're living here on one of the most beautiful islands in the Mediterranean. So, but we've managed it. My daughter actually picked where she wanted to go and we sorted it out. So we're going to have a little break away for a few days and then we're going to head on back to the island. So there'll be no live stream next weekend, but there will be videos going out. Benidorm, no. Sometime I would like to go over to Benidorm actually, just because I've been watching, I do watch the Benidorm enthusiast over there. I watch many of the travel YouTubers actually, and I have to say I wouldn't mind one day going to go and check out Benidorm, but it wasn't sort of high on my daughter's destination list. Now I do believe, and I'm just kind of going back around myself here, if I look down this street here, and this is Via Suiza, you can see a queue of people right outside Gelato Artigianali, which is a fantastic ice cream shop. It's one of those homemade ice cream places. There's a queue there for a reason. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm going to be heading straight there on the way back before I head on to my next destination tonight. Can I just say, you're all wrong, by the way. If you're guessing where we're going on a holiday, you're all wrong. David, you have asked if there's a slide in the sea at Can Picafort. I haven't seen one actually. I remember a few years ago, probably about 5 years ago, they had these like huge inflatable parks off the main resorts over here on the island, and they kind of did these like adventure things, but they only lasted for one summer and they never came back again. So I don't know what happened there. I'm guessing they didn't get the license for it. So now, just coming up here past somewhere very, very iconic, which you may recognise this evening. We're outside the Jamaica restaurant. At some point, I'm going to come down here and see if the jerk chicken is as good as the jerk chicken over in Blackbeard in Magaluf. I'm not sure it is, to be honest, but maybe it is, because they do pride themselves on their Jamaican food. Let's keep going through. Hold on, let me head past here. Oh look, but they do also do Spanish food as well. I've just seen a sign for gazpacho andaluz, which is cold tomato soup. And believe it or not, if you are over here, you have to try some gazpacho, which is cold tomato soup. It is much nicer than you can possibly imagine, actually. If you haven't had it before, please give it a go. Now look how busy it is over here. Look, we're outside the Horizo Cafe. I think every table is taken down here. We're out here right in the peak time for dinner. My goodness, it's so busy. We're just dipping back into the sunshine here. Let's keep going along. I'm just going to look up here. Look, Joan Aguillo, one of the artists that, if you haven't seen my live streams from here before, check this out. Very, very famous artist over here on the island. You can see his artwork on a lot of the sides of buildings, not just up here in Can Picafort, but all over the island actually, including over in Dea too. So, my goodness me, I'm loving this with the music here, this is quite nice. Very, very nice. Just coming up here to the beginning of some shops as well. There's a little cluster of shops in this area, so if you are looking to get some clothes, if you're coming out, you're going to find that this is for like, this place here is great for kids and teenagers. 1S. Right, just so you know, actually, I'm not sure whether I gave you the price of sunbeds down here, but I can see here a price of a sunbed is €5.45. A beach umbrella is €7.23 or 25, and two sunbeds and the beach umbrella is €18.15 for the day. That is actually quite pricey. That's very, very pricey. All of you are completely wrong, by the way, I have to say, with a holiday destination. You're all completely wrong. I may even actually see some of you at the airport when we head off. And actually, when we get on the plane at the airport, that isn't actually going to be our final destination either. So look out for us if you're at the airport this week. But look, even though the restaurants that we passed a little bit further down, they were super busy, we've still got loads more restaurants down here. It's such a huge resort. And if you watch my Alcudia port video, which I put out last night, if you haven't, do go back and check it. It's just, Alcudia port, of course, is right at the end of this beach. I did a little walk around the port area just to show you some of the restaurants. And you'll find actually, as in that particular video, that if you do get off the main street, so if you get off the main drag, you can find some slightly cheaper restaurants if you're coming over here on the budget. How's that signal going, everyone? Can you let me know? Oh my goodness, Tim, you've just said that you've paid €60 in Nice for 2 sun lounges. My goodness, did you buy them?
Hello.
Hello. I'm going back up through the comments. Hold on, let's have a look. Yep, you're all still very, very wrong, I'm afraid, about our holiday destination. It might be a bit of a surprise. If you saw my video about things to do in Alcudia, you'll know that I mentioned that they have all these little sports centres around the beach. I'm right behind one of them here. I think this might be a speedboat school where you can rent little speedboats. On here, you find them every few hundred metres all the way going along Playa de Muro too. Now, I was down here a few months ago. Oh my goodness, this restaurant is closed. No way. This cannot be so. I can never remember the name of this restaurant, everyone. They used to have, or they did have this is why this is closed. It's their day off. Someone remind me what this restaurant is called here. They normally have the cocktails outside and the examples of food as well. It's a very, very famous place, and they don't actually have the name of their restaurant anywhere on here. No, I can't find the name of it. Anyway, it is their day off, so anyone, this is quite a famous place here on the corner. I do believe that it's run by some Brits, so some Brits do work here. I have heard people mention in the past. But if you do take a left here up Avenida Trias, You can see how busy it is up here too. Now, even though this particular restaurant is closed, if anyone knows them actually, they really need to sort their branding out, because they don't have the name of their restaurant absolutely anywhere. They just kind of like advertise what they're serving, which is interesting. Anyway, right, we're on Josep Trias here. It's the main street down here in Can Picafort. You've got like a yogurt gelato place. You've got all these like clothes shops and stuff. But just look at the people up ahead of me. James, good evening. You have found your way onto the live stream. Lovely James, who is normally found over on the Facebook group. Welcome to my live stream, James. And can I just say a big hello to Callum as well. James, I know you're coming over to the island very soon. I think it's next weekend, or it's a week and a half away, I think. I'm pretty sure you said it's about 9 days or so you're coming over, and I think, if my memory serves me correctly, you are coming over to Calabona too. And thanks very much for your wonderful support of the channel too. Check this out, everyone. Look, we've got a little bit of a market going on down here too. How nice is Can Picafort this evening? It's looking absolutely gorgeous. Look, and you've got like got some local craftsmen down here making your signature on the necklace. Got the hair braiding. Got some lovely jewellery too. Wow, it's so packed. Look, I'm just going to hold up my tripod here just so you can see down the street. Can I just say, you're all still wrong with the holiday guesses. I think I'm going to have to make a small vlog about it actually. I think I'm going to, I don't normally do personal stuff. I know you're all here to see Mallorca stuff, but I think I might just put even a 5-minute video out about where we're going to go on holiday. I'll see if anyone watches it. It'll be a good test actually, because maybe I might pop out to some other destinations as well to film in the future. See what happens. But wow, check this out, look, we've got loads of restaurants down here. Check this out, look, loads and loads and loads and loads. I smell some fantastic steak as well. I can smell a grill restaurant too. They've got a big TV over there. I think they've got a nightclub down here as well. It's very, very busy. They've also got a Dakota restaurant. You find a Dakota in quite a few resorts actually, from Calamilor to Porto Poyensa. That particular chain is all over the place. Got some nice little t-shirt shops here as well, look, little market stalls. Very pretty. Got your little Mallorquin bags. Let's keep going up. Right. Now, I did make a video around this area a few weeks ago. They do have a little tourist train office here, but you can actually buy your tickets directly on the train. So I've never actually seen that little office open. So if you are looking to go on that tourist train that we saw earlier on in this stream, you can go directly. Now, am I coming up past any hotels? My goodness, this resort is absolutely massive. No, I absolutely, oh my goodness, Gary, good evening. You're from Minnesota in the USA. We have some American friends in this evening. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I can't believe you're watching from Minnesota. That's so far away. Power of YouTube. Let's keep going up. I'm going to turn around. If you want me to head on back to the beach, I will go back down. I've kind of been sucked into this side street down here in Can Picafort just to show you what there is, because It's so, the seafront, it does have quite a few restaurants, has a few shops, but really if you come up here they have, it's kind of like the heart of the resort, and you've got so much more. Look at the ice cream shop here, look. The most value for money ice cream place over here in Mallorca. The ice creams I think are around €1.80 a scoop, something like that. Lee, bless you. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you. The wife and yourself are watching. Oh, but Lee, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. But look, I'm going to just come up to the end of the street here. I'll show you where I am. Tim, you're not one for tat shops. It's part of the holiday, Tim. Got to get into the holiday spirit. Look, this is the main road that runs all the way down through Playa de Muro. It's where the bus travels down to. In the distance, and you probably can't see it actually, you have to go back and have a look at my other Can Picafort video, which I filmed earlier on the season on the day that it spectacularly rained. Can you see there's a Robin Reliant on the roof there? That is Trotter's Bar. Any Brits will know all about Trotter's Bar over there. It's based on the TV programme Fools and Horses. I'm right in front of the group hotel Grand Vista and Spa as well here. Looks like a very, very nice hotel. So this is probably one of the main places where a lot of people coming down this street are heading from this evening. I'm going to head right back to the seafront. Tim, hang on in there. I know you're not. We're going back past the tat shops, as you called them. They're holiday shops. I love them. I'm one for my holidays. So it's so much better seeing the resort like this now with so many shops and restaurants that are open than in the winter when it's just so dead here, and it does look so sad. But look at the palm trees. It's so pretty. No, I'm still seeing some wrong guesses on the holiday. I've not seen the right one pop up yet. I think we've covered quite a bit actually of the world in the guesses, but the best thing about these shops though is if you are just coming over with a little bit of hand luggage, that you can get everything. You can get your swimming shorts and your swimwear and your towels and everything out here, so you don't really need to worry too much or go crazy in the UK, or Northern Europe or wherever you're coming from in the world, buying stuff before you come out. My advice is keep your luggage light and buy it out here. Not only will you support the local economy, you're probably going to get it a lot cheaper here than you will do back home as well. Clothes tend to be quite cheap here, so if I were you, come over with unless you're travelling on Jet2 or another package holiday company where they give you something like 22 kilos of luggage. If you're just getting a Ryanair flight over, just bring a very small bag and just buy the rest of it here. It's probably actually cheaper doing that than buying a case and bringing it over on the way here. And we're definitely not going to Disney. We went to Disney actually. I've seen a few Disney guesses. When my daughter was 8, I flew to Florida. We went with my lovely cousin and her daughters and my auntie as well, who live up in Canada. They flew down, and my cousin is just the most amazing holiday organizer person ever in the whole entire world. While she is actually a doctor, she should actually work in travel and tourism. It must be something that runs in the family, because she organised the most incredible holiday. And if anyone is going out to Disney, I really recommend really planning your time over there. Don't just go and sit on the beach or sit around a hotel swimming pool. Really make the most out of the resort and do as my lovely cousin did. So in the future, we're already planning our retirement actually, and I'd love to do a joint channel with her, because she's such a travel guru as well, and she travels a lot and she knows loads about just about everywhere as well. She's a lot more organised than I am anyway.
Give me my money. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.
Hey, you're booked for the Hotel Calabona. Fantastic hotel. I really have to try and get in there actually this season. So many people over here come back to the same hotels as well, and I'd love to know why. And 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure it's the fantastic customer service that they get at the hotels. Great location, but it's always partially about the people that work there as well. And I've always heard great things about the Hotel Calabona. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, it is super busy here. I've actually never seen it so busy here in Can Picafort. I think during the whole life of the channel, it's never been this busy. I cannot remember a time when it's been this busy. Let's keep going. Right, we're about to hit the winds here as well. I can feel we're coming back onto the seafront. You can feel it's actually got a lot cooler now, thank goodness. I've got this lad here trying to get in on my live stream. Hilarious. Right, okay, let's take a left here.
Yeah.
Now, this is supposed to be a cycle path just here, which everyone's walking on this evening. Normally nobody's on it actually, so you do get scooters and bikes rushing up here. Just be careful if you're over. But I don't think the bikes will be able to get down here. It's that busy down here this evening. But what a lovely atmosphere here. And look, coming down to the beach at night. Of course the sunbed guy isn't there, so you can come down with a few drinks, maybe a little bit of a picnic, sit on the beach and wait for the sun to go down. Tim C, the lover of the tourist shop over here in Can Picafort. Can you ask a question? Are young locals still against tourism? I wouldn't put all the young locals into one pot here. I would say very few of them are against the tourism because, of course, don't forget a lot of young locals make careers out of tourism down here. We do have a university on the island, the University of the Balearic Islands, and they do specialise in tourism courses. So, of course, the locals do go on to work in the hotels and the restaurants and in catering and in management positions as well. Tourism is the island's bread and butter, and of course you're going to get the small group of people somewhere being very against it, or spray painting a wall saying tourists go home or something like that, but trust me when I say it's not the majority. I have lots of friends whose children do work in the tourism industry over here, whose kids have gone on to get careers here, so I think the answer there is no. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. No wonder it's busy. There are 8 daily flights from Manchester alone this peak season. Well, I'll tell you what, from my living room, if I'm watching TV on the evening and I just look outside, I would say, I don't know, is it like 30 seconds or every minute or so? I see a plane coming over the bay. You can literally count the seconds in between the flights. So if you have all those flights coming in from Manchester and then all the other local airports, and then you factor in every other country as well, and now America too, that airport's pretty busy. And those flights are non-stop too, so it's one of the biggest airports in Europe for a reason. It's because so many people are coming here. Caroline, yes, I 100% agree with you. I think people are finally coming out now. Now we don't have any restrictions over here since the whole pandemic fiasco. People are finally having the confidence to come back over and come out on holiday. Right, it's so nice this evening. I think I'm going to have to go on the beach as well. Let's head on to Playa de Muro, just a little way. My goodness, Tim, you come out to Mallorca twice a year and you're faced with chanting and banners on Palma Nova Beach and haven't returned. I have never heard of that. I don't know, I might have some residents in tonight. Has anyone heard of anti-tourism chanting in Palma Nova? I can't say I've ever heard of that, to be honest. They may have been chanting about something else. It might actually have been a demonstration about low pay. I mean, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have been about anti-tourism. I was actually out in Palma Nova last night and we dipped it down into Magaluf as well. I do have a friend over who was one of my very first friends over here when I first joined the company, and he's visiting the island, so went out with another friend as well and we had a great night. So that there's really no anti-tourist agenda going on the island at all. It was 3 years ago. I can't remember it then either, to be honest. And that's really awful if you did experience that. Do come back. I'm pretty sure you have another completely different experience. You can see it's looking pretty good and pretty positive down here. Oh bless, look, I can see, we've got this boardwalk running along the back of the beach and I can see a chap with his wheelchair in the sand as well, so I can see he's been brought down here along the beach. So again, it's pretty accessible over here. I think we're going to get some really lovely views here of the sun heading down in the distance. Just coming past the Shana restaurant and bar. Right, I'm just going to kick off my sandals. Just give me 1 second, guys. Hang on a sec. Just give you some nice views. Let me just let's get onto the beach. Goodness me, I could literally throw myself in the sea. Absolutely boiling. Now look, this is such a nice time to come down to the beach. All that sunshine we've had today and the high temperatures. Yeah, nudge nudge, wink wink. They're going to be protests about tourism here and there. Obviously people working over here, maybe be a few protests as well about pay, but at the end of the day these islands, whether it's here or in Tenerife, they live off tourism. So I think gone are the days where places like Mallorca could really make a living out of exporting oranges and potatoes. Tourism is absolutely at the core of business here. Check out this view. How nice is this? I wish I had a camera and could take pictures at the same time. It's so nice. But I mean, at the end of the day, I live here as well, and I'm British, so I'm often walking around speaking English. I look like I could pass off as a tourist as well. I've often got my backpack with me with all my vlogging gear in it. So I haven't experienced any anti-tourism sentiments, so I don't think you will do either. Lee, I'm so envious of you over in Calabona. You're going to be having the most amazing sunrises down in Calabona, and also to the other chap as well who said he's going to be over in Calamilor. Carmel, thank you very much for that comment as well. You've been coming here for 30 to 40 years and you haven't experienced any negativity either. Sometimes though, it only takes one person, and and one event to ruin a holiday. So please, if you do see anything, don't let it ruin your holiday. For the one idiot that may say something negative, there are literally tens of thousands of people that will say otherwise. I hope the reception's okay, guys, by the way. I just have to say. Shazzy, you're saying that you stayed in the Tonga Towers. Was it a good hotel? Oh my goodness, look, I just have to show you this. You have to be careful when you're walking along the beach, you're not looking where you're going. Check out this huge hole that some kids have dug in the sand. It's a good job I looked down just at that particular moment. I nearly disappeared down it. I'm just coming up past on Playa de Muro here. It's closed now obviously, but just to my left hand side here you've got some more windsurf rentals and stand-up paddleboard rental places too. My goodness, we've still got 180 people on this live. I thought you would have all gone by now. I have to say thank you so much for tuning in this Sunday evening. I wasn't expecting such a nice beach walk actually, but I'll keep going for a little bit longer. I'm just going to pan back actually, just so you can have a quick look, see how far we've come actually. It's been a huge walk this evening. You can see really far away beyond the boats as well, right away in the distance. We came from the other side of that point. And look, the Chiringuitos are still here and they're still open as well. You may have seen on my videos from last year as well, there was some debate as to whether these Chiringuitos were going to survive. But I can see they now have some tables and chairs on the sand. Last year, they only had cushions on the side of that wall there. So they only have one line of tables and chairs, but it's a little bit more than last year, which is actually amazing to see. Maybe the authorities are being a little bit more forgiving in terms of people trying to make a living over here. Who knows? And actually, I am now in the sea. And I have to say, we're in the middle of, we're coming up towards the end of June, and the sea it's just the perfect temperature. It's not cold in the slightest. And you can see as well to my left too, I've got Ponderosa Beach. That's another great Chiringuito to go to as well. So we've come quite a way down Muro Beach this evening. What time is it? My goodness. Guys, I've been live streaming here for an hour. I really appreciate everyone who has tuned in this evening. We're just coming up to Can Gavela here. Can Gavela, I should say. That's looking like it's still open. Guys, thank you so much. My hair's a mess. Oh my goodness, it's so windy down here. Guys, thank you so much. Hold on, let me just, whoop, I've gone the wrong way. Thank you so much for joining me this evening on this live stream from over here, from Son Baulo to Can Picafort, and now we're on Playa de Palma. I really appreciate you joining this evening, and thanks so much as well to all my super chatters for all the fantastic super chats this evening. You've paid for my petrol getting up here, so I really appreciate it. Okay, so there's no live stream next weekend. I shall be back the weekend after. I'm not sure where I'm going to be yet. There might be another vote on it. We'll see how I go. Anyway, I'm going to leave you. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm going to leave you with some final views of Playa de Muro this evening, looking back up towards Can Picafort. And I'm just looking through the chat here, and no one's guessed where we are going on holiday. Right, so I shall be bringing you that vlog at some point. Please keep a lookout on my channel over the coming days, and while we're away as well. There's going to be plenty of content to come out to help you with your holiday. I will not be abandoning you all. Let's see where we've come from here. The light tonight is just absolutely amazing. Lee, oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Lee, for your super chat. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Right, I am going to... Dave, good evening. From Track and Fly Promotions, I've just spotted you're online as well. I'm going to wind up this live stream now. I'm going to head on down to somewhere else where I think you would like to look around this evening. I'm going to try and make a video out of that as well. I don't know if I can get it done before I go away. I'll see how I go. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. The sun's just about to go as well behind me over here on Playa de Muro. Wishing you all a very good week ahead. Thanks for joining me this evening. Until the next video, everyone, goodbye for now.